Watching the absurdity of people who claim to be kung fu masters never gets old. In this video, we'll watch a man who claims to master Kung Fu and wants to test his skills against a Russian MMA fighter. Yep, it didn't take long to find out the answer. The Kung Fu master was immediately knocked down by a powerful left jab. Not wanting to give up easily, the Kung Fu master got back up and continued the fight with his limited skills. As a result, he once again received a valuable lesson in the same way.
Защищайся! Бойся его. Стоп! 7, 8, 9, аут! Яркая победа!
Давай поаплодируем!
This man kept showcasing his kung fu techniques before the fight. Turns out his abilities were only limited to that. Throughout the fight, he was treated like a punching bag by the professional MMA fighter. The man in the black shirt claims to be an expert in Wushu Kung Fu. Meanwhile, his opponent is a former military soldier. Will the beauty and precision of ancient martial arts hold up against the raw strength and brutality of military training? Let's find out together. It didn't take long for the Kung Fu fighter to defeat his opponent, who turned out to rely solely on his great courage without adequate fighting techniques. Since the victory was too easy, the Kung Fu master decided to return to the arena for the next fight. This time, he faces a professional MMA fighter. And sure enough, this time he faced a much bigger challenge. The MMA fighter attempted a clinch early in the match to neutralize his opponent's Wushu techniques.
Хавала тебя, хавала. Забегай в сторону, забегай.
He knew very well that his opponent had speed and dangerous strikes, and as an MMA fighter, he tried to capitalize on his grappling advantage. However, he still struggled because the Kung Fu fighter was also skilled in grappling.
Молодец, Андрюш. Вот средство. Да, как логично? Резко добить. Da последнего вздоха добить мира.
In the end, the duel, filled with back-and-forth grappling action, ended with no winner. A different story comes from the fight between the Wushu master and the professional MMA fighter. This match was very exciting because from the very start of the first round, the Wushu master launched quick attacks using his signature techniques. However, these attacks looked more like someone learning Wushu rather than a master. The MMA fighter even responded to the flurry of attacks casually. After that, he turned the tables and knocked the Wushu master out instantly.
可以指导，是可以指导的。这一拳确实很快啊。好，回到原位，再次吹倒，没有关系。但是我们看到，实际上这个我们能够看到这个咏春的实战能力啊，实战能力，挺好的，真的不错。好，我们看一下表现，这是一个女生，哎，指导，哎，不要再打了，不要再打，好，不要再打，快一点，快一点，快一点啊，快一点。好。
Next, there's the moment when an MMA coach is challenged by an idiot who claims to be a kung fu expert. This man enters the arena with great confidence, fully prepared to showcase his skills. As the fight begins, the MMA fighter immediately dominates and clearly outshines his opponent with his striking ability, causing the so-called master to become careless. In the final minutes of the fight, the MMA coach makes things worse for his opponent. The fake kung fu master is overwhelmed and ultimately submits to defeat. Then there's a kung fu master who claims to have trained for 30 years. Unfortunately, the results of his extensive experience didn't show well when he fought a professional boxer. His reflexes and speed were far inferior to the professionals. He was always late in blocking punches from his opponent, eventually getting knocked down early in the fight by a casual punch. Next, there's the moment when a Kung Fu master faces off against an MMA fighter who also holds a purple belt in BJJ. At the start of the match, both fighters were cautious, exchanging leg kicks while trying to maintain distance. Then suddenly, the BJJ fighter grabbed his opponent's leg and slammed him hard onto the canvas.
太漂亮这个。
And finally, there's a fighter who introduces himself as Kung Fu Panda. He enters the fight with great confidence, as if he could defeat his opponent, an older boxer. Unexpectedly, the Kung Fu Panda fought quite well. He attacked quickly and had solid defense. Or maybe it was just because his opponent was an older man. Share your thoughts.
Bravissimi.